Hello, this is Srushti. Welcome back so we can go travel Egypt with me. Before getting into all this fun, let's rewind back to the point where it all began. Well, it all started on a rainy evening at Mumbai, where I was all set and nervous to board my first flight all alone. Wandering around the airport, finding my way through security, immigration, it was all new and exciting. And now it was time to get on the plane and fly to an unknown land. It was a 6 hours long journey from Mumbai to Cairo. I got my food, a movie to pass time, and it was a smooth ride. The sky looked so pretty from up here. I landed on Cairo airport with zero clue, but thanks to Dana, she was there for me since I landed till the day I came back to India. For next 45 days, this was going to be my home. New street, new languages, everything was new. We wandered around and within no time, it was dark and a beautiful day came to an end. It was a new day, a bright, shiny morning, and our first trip together. It was a beautiful road trip till our destination to Sokna. Making new friends, jamming on backstreet boys and the seaside road, it was a great start to a great trip. It was the yak trip to Sokna. Egypt has one of the best corals and the oceans. We were in the middle of the Red Sea. This is where all the fun begins. Everyone just jumped into the ocean and we swam all day long. Not to mention with a great tan line all over. But the barbecue made it all worth it. Everyone was singing, dancing on Egyptian musics, and that's not it. We turned the yak party to the house party. And it was crazy. Being with all these people, knowing them, and that's how we ended this trip. Starting with a new shiny day, fetching falafel for breakfast. It was getting a daily thing now. And after a breakfast, then it was time to get all dolled up and straight to our Uber drive through this beautiful city of Cairo. Because today is going to be historic because we are heading towards the Great Pyramid of Giza. So here we were, waiting to see one of the 7 wonders of the world. And there it was, standing between the pages of history, where the past whispers secret of the sand. 7-year-old me would be so proud of myself because I was living her dream to climb the pyramid. It was a proud moment as I represented my country and my university at one of the greatest places on planet. The pyramids behind me are not just tombs, they are timeless tales waiting to be retold. Checking off my bucket list, now it was time to go inside the pyramids, and it was a crazy experience altogether. Looking at the great architecture, walking in the desert, and just looking at the pyramids and dancing around it, it was one of the best experiences that I ever had. And like that, this trip came to an end. After all the fun trip, let's go for my first day at work. Of course, my day starts with a coffee. Wandering around in a new city, walking down to a metro station, mingling as a local and going to work was one of my favorite parts on this AIESEC exchange. Every day I used to take the same metro, get down at the same station and walk towards my workplace with some fruits, of course. I was in Egypt for 45 days through AIESEC on a volunteering program. As I am a student of physiotherapy, I volunteer as a physiotherapist at Ilagi, which is a physiotherapy center in Cairo.
This is Dr. Tariq, who was my mentor and taught me so many things. I was lucky to work under him and his whole team. I had the best experience and on-field knowledge, and I will be always thankful for it. After a productive day, now it was time for some fun evening. AIESEC in GOC has everything planned up. This is Feluca night. We get on a boat in middle of a Nile river, and with cool breeze we dance our hearts out. This is our RNS team, my Egyptian family, who made sure we have fun throughout. And do not get me wrong, I was not into Egyptian music, but now I can't get over it. The energy, the vibe these people have is crazy. I would kill to hop on a plane and fly back to Egypt for one Feluca night. This is my core memory. They are the reason I survived in an unknown country all alone. Technically, now I was not alone because I had them. As the night carried forward and now everyone was feeling hungry with all this dancing and energy, we decided to go to have koshari, a traditional dish of Egypt, and this is how it went. And with a happy tummy, a great day came to an end. I love how Egypt has the small, cute bread shops everywhere. Although it was a new day and I was heading to my new destination, I took a metro halfway because Nurhan was going to pick me up, of course, with my favorite soda. And oh god, this was one of the craziest ride I have ever been to. And now we are heading towards the National Museum, like the National Museum of Egyptian Civilization. And here we go. This was a mind-blowing experience to look at the civilization which was so ahead of its time. I was blown away just looking at all the mummies. I wish I could capture that on my camera, but it wasn't allowed. But witnessing the stories that we all heard throughout our childhood was so bucket list check for me. After this magical experience, now I have to head towards Marwan's house. Marwan is my Egyptian friend who was in India last summer for his exchange through AIESEC. He was so supportive and helpful since the day I planned to go to Egypt. He was there on every step. His mom made me such an amazing and delicious Egyptian food. I was so full that day, but I still crave for that food though. After a long lunch, we decided to go to a snow park. Yes, from deserts to a snow park, Egypt has it all. It was one of the best days I had in Egypt. I was so grateful for having such an amazing friends. That day we made so many snowballs, we had snow fights and of course hot chocolate. 10 minutes video won't give justice for a long trip. So this was part 1. I hope you will come back to see part 2 because more fun's await. Till then, bye bye.